I saw you tweeting about what they're doing with the military. They're doubling, in the wake of a recruiting crisis, they're doubling down on pushing DEI on our troops, requiring our troops to be versed in DEI and all the languages of diversity, equity, inclusion, all the terms. And at the same time, who's the other group that's truly in crisis now in America? We're short on our recruits for the military, and we're spreading them all over the world, potentially. And secondly, we have an open border. So they're flooding across the border, and we can't handle the number of illegal migrants who are coming in. So the Border Patrol, what do they get? They get a memo from the Department of Homeland Security at the same time when people are seriously considering impeaching Mayorkas, the head of DHS, for this open border. What do? DHS orders border agents to use preferred pronouns for illegal immigrants. This is unbelievable. This is per guidance obtained by the Heritage Foundation's Oversight Project. DHS guidance titled Guide to Facilitating Effective Communication with Individuals Who Identify as LGBTQ+. Tells CPB agents to avoid using certain terms. Do not use he, him, or she, her pronouns until you have more information about or provided by the individual. Don't use words like Mr., Mrs., Sir, or ma'am. They discourage any pronoun use until you have more info about the individual. Quote, if an incorrect pronoun is used and then corrected by the individual, meaning the illegal, acknowledge the oversight and use the correct pronoun. These Border Patrol agents are getting attacked. These people are coming into the country. Some of them are rapists. Some of them are criminals. Some of them are carrying drugs. And we have to tell the CPB agents to worry about she, her pronouns and making amends if they happen to call somebody by the wrong gender.
That's, besides the insanity, that's a typical bureaucratic response. When they can't deal with a felony, they focus and fixate on the misdemeanor. Or this isn't even a misdemeanor. It reminds me of Michael Bloomberg when they couldn't get the snow off the streets of New York. He was talking about supersized Coca-Cola. And they all do that. And that is, they're completely impotent when they have these existential challenges because they feel the remedy is worse than the disease. They don't want to be considered illiberal, so they won't touch it. But then they have to have some token that they're doing something to justify their mostly worthless existence in the case of Mayorkas. So they do some, I don't know what it is, a virtue signal, performance art, little token. And we're all supposed to say, wow, they may have led 8 million people in the country, and we don't have any idea who they are. We know some of them are very bad people, but at least they got their pronouns right, and that's something. And that's how that strange mind. And in the case of the military, it's very funny. After driving out when Mark Milley and Lloyd Austin got in front of the Congress and said white supremacy, white rage, white privilege, and then they had all of this DEI, and then they got everybody out of the military who had legitimate concerns about the vaccinations and said that natural immunity, even though they'd had COVID, it wouldn't be enough. So now they're sending out 8,500 letters for people to come back. We're sorry we kicked you out. And the subtext is that since they talk about demographics, and I don't think I care about demographics, but they do. When you look at the actual number of people who died in Afghanistan and Iraq, it's 75% were white males, and they drove them all out, even though they're only 35% of the population. They died at double their demographics. And yet when you insulted them, and then you kicked others out because of the vaccination, suddenly you're 20, 30,000 people short in the military, but more specifically, you're short of the people who volunteer to go to combat units. And then you now have to write these little Weasley letters. Well, we're sorry about the vaccinations. Can you please come back?
It's the Christmas and holiday season, everyone. Time for gift giving, parties with friends and family, and getting compliments everywhere you go. Looking years younger, thanks to Genucel. From now through Christmas, Genucel's most popular package is more than 70% off at Genucel.com. Treat yourself and a loved one to the absolute best skincare in the world. See those troubling forehead wrinkles, fine lines, skin redness, pesky bags and puffiness, and even a sagging jawline disappear with Genucel's most popular collection. And with its immediate effects product, see results in less than 12 hours, guaranteed, or you get your money back. Plus, included in every most popular package is a free hyaluronic acid serum for skin hydration that will restore your youthful appearance. Go to Genucel.com/MK60 now enter my special promo code MK60 for an additional 10% off your entire order. Every order today instantly upgraded to free express shipping. Genucel.com/MK60. That's GENUCEL.com/MK60. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.